Good morning, folks. Earth still taunting my choice of a 6 magnitude quake watch rubric with more very unusual 5-pointers. Jerk. Let's go to the top 2 weather stories. The Atlantic low is creeping over the European continent. The counterclockwise drive to the moisture dumped on España y Portugal. France, Deutschland, and Italia, you're next. We'll be getting a bit warmer though. In North America, the winter storm known as Saturn dumping major snow north and south of the US-Canada border. Now the pressure system has narrowed, strengthening the convergence of different air masses. You can see that on the wind map. Now, based on this, you're probably saying it's warming up in the Gulf states, cooling off in the central states. That's correct. The term delta in science and math can mean the change, so the 24-hour temperature delta map shows how much warmer or colder it is from the previous day, and it makes perfect sense with the wind map. Leading southern convergence could parlay that heat into severe weather tonight. Now I bet you were not watching Maine when I previously showed the wind map. The aforementioned Atlantic low creeping over Europe still has her ass sitting on the US coastline. Counterclockwise drive bringing freezing air south along that back side, while the next Pacific low should be starting to bring rain to the west coast. Top story, folks, matching everything we've been saying and observing for 2 years. Except NASA beat us to the punch about 4 years ago. Many times. While we were exploring the possibilities from the solar kill shot to the solar shutdown, the NSO in particular has had its eye on the weakening. Veteran watchers here should know that the sun's magnetic field is fading, just like Earth's, disrupting long-term sustained equilibrium and allowing more cosmic rays to penetrate into the inner system, just like our weak shield sometimes lets in solar plasma. Good charts here from what's up with that. Even these are 18 months old, however, so I'll call on long-term viewers to testify here in the comment section regarding sunspot and flaring activity in an Earth-facing position, or lack thereof. That Earth-facing position bit is important. You're looking at what is likely the most titanic eruption of 2013 so far. Happened a few hours ago, and I strained to think this wasn't in the X-flare category. Luckily, it was on the backside, Earth off to the left here. While Earth needs flares to expand the collapsing atmosphere, I'd rather we didn't see anything like that. Well, who wants to guess where a filament erupted? If you said the southeastern limb, you win 10 non-redeemable truth points, and you've probably been watching this channel for some time. This will not impact Earth, but it is pretty. North of it, though, that's one big filament. Reminds me of 2010 when half the Earth-facing disk erupted. Now, I picked a hell of a day to go over this sun stuff because we just got our first M flare in days and days. That is a good thing, but still sadly pathetic for an alleged solar maximum and not nearly enough to expand our atmosphere. Now, spotting that M flare is another challenge in itself. It's the SDO eclipse season. Now, this eclipse ends only moments before the flare occurs. We'll have to slow this down so we can creep out from behind the Earth, and there we go. That spot is likely the only flare potential. We have decay turning in. Not much time for this one to help us out either before it's gone. Some final notes. You will recall that the Maunder team, for who the greatest solar shutdown was named, observed the exact same phenomenon we have tracked obsessively for 18 months. On the Quake Watch, the umbral field cannot make up its mind, but is opening the hole back up today, and if you look at the end, I misjudged this hole thinking it was strictly south of the equator. Its equatorial region is in the back. We'll just have to wait a few days to see it. Eyes open. No fear, it's 6:35 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's the news. Be safe, everyone.